my little party animals. hiphiprenee here today with a brand new video for you, and today we are building a house. A house where absolutely no one was murdered. No one was murdered in this house. I'm not planning on murdering anyone in this house. This is just a house. Hi, if you're new here, I'm hiphiprenee, and normally I do true crime speed builds. It has been a very long time since I have done a speed build that was not related to a true crime, so I would say probably my last 10 to 15 builds have been a house where someone, or multiple someones, was brutally murdered in it, and I thought it was about time for me to build a house where, you know, nothing bad has happened here, to my knowledge. I don't know. We play The Sims, so there very well could be some crazy people that download this and then do awful things to their Sims in this house, and I can't stop you from doing that, but I just want everyone to know that my intention with this build was that it had nothing to do with murder. So that's just, you know, hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you. So I don't know, I bought the Country Kitchen kit pack thing. I don't really know what the Country Kitchen kit. I bought that, and I hadn't really used it because none of the houses that I was building for my Brief History series really required or could have even used anything from that kit. So I was really kind of upset that I bought this kit, and I was like, I can't even use it in anything that I'm building. So there was one day where I was just like, okay, I don't really need to record anything specific. I don't need to do anything specific. It's kind of just, you know, like a do whatever I want kind of day. And I was like, I am going to build something specifically so I can use the Country Kitchen kit. So that's exactly what I did here. I actually started with a reference photo. I'll see if I can find it and throw it up on the screen. It's really funny how references work for me, and I don't know if this is a me thing or if this is other people that do this as well. Leave your thoughts in the comments below if you are also a Sims builder and you use inspiration. I found this inspiration photo of this like really cute pink country cottage. It was almost like a little L shape. It was very small. It was really cute. There were a lot of florals, a lot of gardens. It had a really cute white picket fence, and I just loved the second I saw this inspiration photo, I was like, that's it. That's what I need to go off of while I am building this. That is absolutely perfect. I can totally see the Country Kitchen kit, all of that stuff being used in that house. That's what I want to go for. So I started with that reference photo and somehow ended up here, which is not, this house looks absolutely nothing like the inspiration photo. And I don't know if this is just a me thing or if this is an other people thing, but like I genuinely had the intention of just building the house that was in the reference photo, and then it turned into, well, I don't know if it really translates super well in The Sims. It's not really working for me. Let me try this. Let me try an add-on over here. Let me move this roof over here. And the house ended up turning into whatever this is, which I think is super cute, but just it's really funny to me that it's not at all what I was going for when I started this build, and I just think that's funny how that worked. I did obviously keep a lot of elements from the reference photo. You know, I was going for that kind of like cottagey, beachy, seaside, but also hidden in the woods kind of look, which I do think that I got, and I definitely wanted a lot of florals, a lot of garden. I do think that I added that in. The picket fence was the one thing that really drew me to the inspiration photo to kind of begin with, so I really wanted to make sure that I was getting, first off, the picket fence in there in general, but specifically kind of like the wibbly wobbly look of the picket fence, because the picket fence in the photo is not just like a straight line, a right angle, another right angle. Like it's fairly fluid looking, and it looks like it almost moves with the landscape. I didn't do any terrain on this because, again, I really was just trying to use the new kitchen counters and like the fridge and stuff like that, so I wasn't being super, super concerned with the exterior, despite all of the detailing that I did eventually do out here. It wasn't my intention for like the outside of this house to be absolutely perfect. That's not what I was going for. I was more going for, I just kind of want to decorate the inside, so I need something on the outside to be able to decorate an inside is what I was going for. That being said, I actually really do like the way that the exterior turned out, especially that little part on the side of the house that is on the opposite side of the house from the picket fence. We actually just moved on from it, but it was like, it was just very simple. It was like a little bird house with like 2 little garden planters, and I just thought it looked really cute together, especially surrounded by all of that like flora and fauna and all of like, you know, just the greenery and the flowers and the colors. I think it's really pretty. Let me know what you guys think down below. The roofing I actually really liked on this too. I have been struggling with roofing lately, especially since doing the Chris Watts house, because that house is just like a really giant, gross McMansion is really what that house is. And roofing that house, as simple as the actual roofing is, it was a nightmare because the roofing on the real life house is awful in general. So translating an awful roof from real life into an awful roof in The Sims, like I felt like it looked like I wasn't even trying on that build, but I swear to God, I was literally following a blueprint. I had the blueprint of the house and I was just following it, and it's just a bad house. I'm sorry about it. But here we are. We have finally come to the kitchen, which is the part of the build that I really wanted to work on the most. Now, something that I struggle with, and I've always kind of struggled with, is flooring and walls in kitchens and bathrooms. I feel like I don't want to match the flooring and the walls, but then every time I put something down and it's not perfectly matched, I'm like, this isn't right. Like, it needs to match. It doesn't need to match, but for some reason I have to make it match. So I always struggle with that. It took me a really long time just to come up with this floor and wall color combination, and then I was like, oh no, I wanted to use the blue cabinets, and then I couldn't use the blue cabinets because they didn't look right in the room, and it was a whole thing, and dear Lord, why? I don't know why I go into builds with like absolutely zero plan, but I don't know. I think it turned out good in the end, and I really, really do like the Country Kitchen kit. I will say that. I bought Country Kitchen and I bought Bust the Dust. I haven't really done any gameplay since I played Bust the Dust, so I can't and I will not comment on that particular kit. I know that there is a lot of controversy surrounding that one. I know a lot of people are having some serious issues within their game with that kit. I have been lucky enough to kind of not experience that simply because I just haven't used it. I'll be honest, but I did use the Country Kitchen kit. Jesus, try saying that 5 times out loud. And I really like it. I think that the countertops are really versatile. I think that specifically the countertops, I think you'll be able to fit these into more builds than you think you will. There are enough swatches and there's enough kind of not super countryness about them while still being very country that you could use them in different types of builds. I really love the fridge. The fridge is a 10 out of 10. Absolutely. I would literally buy the kit just for the fridge. Not a super huge fan of the stove. The height is a little bit much for me at times. I do kind of wish that we got the tall one that we got, and then also like a normal kind of countertop height stove as well. That would have been nice, but you know, it is what it is. All of the little decor items for that kit as well are also really good. I especially like the little casserole dish. It's just like, it's the perfect little detail and little thing that you kind of like didn't really realize that you wanted and or needed, but now that you have it, I feel like I'm never going to not use the casserole dish. It's such like a perfect like middle of a dining room table item, or just like hanging out on the end of a countertop or something. I really, really enjoy it. So if you are thinking about buying the kits, I say go for the Country Kitchen if you are a builder, especially if you're a builder. If you're not a builder, honestly, don't buy it. It's not worth it. But if you are a builder, 100%, I approve of the Country Kitchen kit, which again is very hard to say. But anyway, we are coming towards the end of this build here. I did throw this up on the gallery. It is called No One Was Murdered Here. That is the name. That is the name of the build. And by I threw this up on the gallery, I mean I tried to throw this up on the gallery and the gallery was not working. So now that I'm finished this voiceover, I am going to go back and try to upload it to the gallery. Hopefully it will be uploaded by some point today. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a bit of fun, seeing me do something not scripted and not planned and not a recreation. And again, no one was murdered here, so that's exciting. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if for some reason you did enjoy this. Make sure you hit that little bell so maybe you'll get notified when I put out new videos. Thank you again so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!